Hello. Thought I better give a garden tour before everything changes. Well, it changes every day, but where the iris are all done blooming. They were really pretty this year. So, and this dappled willow, it's really pretty too. It's variegated, and the more you prune it, the more pink shows up in it. I don't prune it a lot, but it's quite beautiful. So, just got the garden watered. The other day I planted basil seeds in my trough. It's my magic basil trough. I planted Italian basil and one called Red Freddy basil. I think I might have got that wrong. And a blue flowering basil. So they should be up any day now. It's my favorite time in the garden when the sun is setting. It's my favorite light. And everything is so beautiful. Look, my beautiful Asiatic lilies are setting their buds. They got hit by the frost and I was worried that they would not make blooms this year, but they surprised me and I love them for it, so they'll be beautiful when they're blooming. Lemon balm, I soon got to harvest that. It's going crazy in the circle garden. Here I have lettuce. I can't grow lettuce. It just does not seem to want to grow. This is doing a little better. I don't know if this is romaine or butter crunch, but maybe I'll get better at it sometime in the future. This is here you can see kind of the pink on this piece of dappled willow. I used it as a support for my pea shoots and it rooted, so now I have another one to plant. Actually I have lots. I took lots of cuttings. And the foxgloves this year all seem to be blooming in white, which is beautiful, but I think it's a sign from my mom. White flowers were her favorite. So I think she's playing in my garden this year because I have a lot of white flowers. So in here in this trough I have celery. Never grown celery, but it seems to be doing well. I will let you know how that goes. I just spread some compost in here for my orzo con polo peppers, which I'm waiting till it's just a little bit warmer to plant. But here comes Doug. And here I have tomatoes. I have 2 Cherokee Purple and 3 Thorburns Terracotta. And I planted some Swiss chard along the edge. So, rainbow Swiss chard. And this wash tub, holy guacamole, it's filled with garlic and the pea shoots that I put in there, gosh, a long time ago are finally flowering. So, yay. And that garlic looks really good, so excited. I think there's like 10 or 12 cloves in that one. So it'll be 12 heads. Petunia's looking pretty. This bed has been taken over by garlic chives and Tartarian asters. So, but that's okay. And crocosmios. And look at this foxglove. Is she pretty? With the sun shining through her. And there's feverfew next to her, so that'll be real pretty when that blooms. So in here I planted peppers. My favorite thing to grow. There's Hungarian hot wax and hot cherry peppers. Down here I have cubanellas and jalapenos. And then in this bed back here I put the ancho grande peppers and some sunflower seeds in the back. So I hope they're my favorite, so I hope they do well. And in here I just have some nasturtiums growing right now. I actually like to fill that sink with Roman chamomile, but we'll see. And in there, another ancho grande. In this area, I have my cucumber seeds planted, and there's also leeks in the front, which you can't see, and I've never grown leeks either, so we'll see what happens with them. I'm pretty dang excited about it. But here there's red clover, rue, and bee balm. There's an echinacea down in there. It's a hot mess, but the good kind. And here I have some black cherry tomatoes, too. And this Swiss chard, which I don't know if you can see how big that is, but it lived through the winter. So it's doing great. But then this bed will be more string beans. I'll plant them in about a week. Beautiful petunia. And dog. Mass amounts of catnip, which the cats enjoy. There's a Paul Robeson tomato. And a few Japanese mustard that came up from seed. One of my all-time favorites, the rue flowers. They're beautiful, like an acid yellow or green. And in here there's peas. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's peas finally growing up the trellis. And then this vine here is called a cardinal creeper. It's a type of nasturtium, and it's all edible too, and it has yellow flowers. So, and of course the kale. One of my problems I have is harvesting things. They're so beautiful, I don't want to harvest them. I just like to look at them. But I'm working on it. So, and more. That's a hibiscus, a hardy hibiscus. And the butterfly weed, which is full of buds. That'll be blooming in about a week or two, I suppose. And in here I have more tomatoes and nasturtiums. And those are shishito peppers. Those are a Hungarian paprika pepper. And over there I have something called a Bulgarian carrot. And they're new. Never seen them, but they looked beautiful. They're a hot pepper. And these are my favorite tomatoes as far as appearance. These are an Iraqi tomato, which I cannot pronounce. Braswana. I don't know. But they're the healthiest little plants. Very excited. They're a red tomato, just a general red tomato. And these are Gardener's Delight, which I'm trying it for the first time this year. So that's those in this bed. more odds and ends seedlings I'm trying to grow. Tulsi, there's a lovage down there, and a willow herb, which I've always wanted one. It's actually called fireweed, which I didn't know they were the same thing, but they are. So, there she is. Want to see her? One seed came up, and I'm babying her. So. Then in these totes, I planted a few odds and ends tomatoes. Green zebra, Thorburns terracotta, lots of beautiful cilantro blooming, another Cherokee purple, lots of wildwood sorrel in there. And over here there's allium's gonna bloom soon, drumstick allium, and these lilies, which are pink, are budded, and the hummingbirds have been enjoying the catmint. So pretty. It just takes control. Look at it. Starts out like a basketball-sized mound of growth, and then it just explodes into this, which is beautiful. Look, here's some white iris. Oh, the sun's right in your eyes. I'm sorry. More foxglove. I don't think you're going to see the sun is there, but beautiful. Daisies, oxeye daisies. I got those on the side of the road along with this little plant, which I've been trying to grow for years. Can you see it? I believe it's a wild skullcap, but I suppose it could be vervain. I don't know, but I'm just excited to have it in my garden. It grows along the side of the road on the shoulder where there's like just gravel and and I'm like, I need you to come home with me. So, lemon thyme. Oh, sunshine. My geraniums, which I love geraniums. Lilith, being a cutie pie. Here I have some sage blooming, garden sage. And then here I put more leeks and some more cucumbers. Over here I planted silver slicers to try. So, exciting. Down along the carport in that bed, I planted Selma Zestus pole beans, which have come up, yay. So that's cool. Coreopsis is blooming, rosemary marjoram. The lavender is setting all its flower buds. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, here, let me show you the geraniums better. This one's a dark red. Pelargoniums. I'm sorry, they're pelargoniums. Geraniums are actually a wild plant. But anyway, and then this pink lavender. A geranium in a terracotta pot gets me every time. Garlic is putting on scapes, which I need to pick off soon, which is the flower heads. You can eat them, and then in about a month, the garlic will be ready to dig up. More seedlings over here. Oh, lots to do. That's a huge elderberry bush there, which is getting flowers on it. Very exciting. Showy evening primrose, which is a wild plant, as you can see, certainly. I got these little bee houses at the Dollar General, and I thought bees aren't going to live in those, but it's been hanging there a year, and I was sitting there watching it, and there are little bees living in them. So I quick ran out and bought some more, which they are they are moving in really quick is what I'm trying to say. The little bees like them. Next week I'll get my butternut squash planted. There's a rose that I got called Diamond Eyes, and it's supposed to smell very highly of cloves. So I'm excited for that. Then over here there's bunches of beautiful, phenomenal lavender growing and going to bloom. And I put some gooseberries in that I've had. And there's just, these are sun gold. This is a sun gold cherry tomato in here. So, anyway, did I hit everything I wanted to show you? I can't remember. Oh, there's Wilder being exactly that. I just wanted to share. These iris are almost done. I call them my fairy iris because they just look like they'd hold a fairy perfectly. But they flop down. They'll soon be done. They're very old-fashioned ones. Blueberries. Blueberries. I'm not sure the sun is going to be able to see any of this. Anyhow, that's the garden. Growing lots and lots. And the sun is very shiny right now. Still have nettles for the butterflies to lay their eggs on. Beautiful bay tree. Oops, sorry. Cats fighting. Thyme blooming. Swiss chard. Spinach that's starting to bolt. And look at this valerian. Beautiful. Never smelled valerian, you really should. And this is spiderwort. It's more of a daytime bloomer, but it's beautiful purple flowers. Yeah, and these pretty flowers. So, anyhow, that's what's going on. Hope you guys are having a good evening, and I will catch up with you guys soon. Love you. Bye.